Please pause for a moment of silent reflection. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Jaguars. Welcome back to another exciting edition of the Jaguar Morning News. I'm Colin.
And I'm Andre.
Today we got some important updates as we gear up for milestones testing.
That's right, Colin. It's essential that all our laptops are up to speed and ready to go.
Absolutely. So remember to bring your FCS issued device and charger to school this Wednesday.
And don't forget, during Compass this week, we'll be running updates to make sure everything is running smoothly.
In other news, it's Exceptional Children's Week here at Webbridge.
That's right, Colin. Teachers have been sharing tips, tricks, and hacks for living with neurodivergence.
It's been really insightful to learn from each other and create a supportive environment.
And finally, mark your calendars for March 6th. That's when we'll be conducting our device check.
If you have any questions or concerns, remember to reach out to Miss Garner.
That's all for today, Jaguars. Let's make sure we are all set and ready to excel during milestones testing.
Thank you for tuning in. Have a good day.
Hi, I'm Ms. Cornegay. I teach Family and Consumer Sciences here at Webbridge. And I have ADHD. I'm neurodivergent and was diagnosed very late in life, but learning about it has helped me learn to work with my brain but instead of against it. And I've been a much more happy and productive person since I figured out how to work with the way my brain works.
So should we talk about tips, tricks, and hacks that helps you get through day-to-day life?
Yeah, so ever since my diagnosis, I've started to think about things differently and really kind of embrace the positives and shortcomings that can come with having a diagnosis like ADHD. Obviously, there's a lot of creativity. I'm great at ideas. I'm not fantastic at execution. And so I've learned a lot of tricks to help myself get things done. One of those is I have what I call my no I won'ts. So when I'm driving home from work at the end of the day and I'm really burned out from having to pay attention all day, and I find myself like needing gas and I'm like, I'll do it in the morning, I say, no, I won't, because I've learned over the years that I will not do anything in the mornings. I am not a morning person. That is very typical of people with ADHD. And so I just have that block in myself and I know that limit and shortcoming and just know it's not going to happen. And so I just kind of acknowledge that reality. Another one is I have issues with object permanence. Out of sight, out of mind is truly an issue for me. So at my house, a lot of my storage is horizontal, like on the walls and out. And I found ways to make it aesthetic so it still looks nice. I use a lot of clear bins. I have things out because if I can't see them, then it's like they don't exist. And then I also have a place for everything. I have found that the only way for me to stay on top of things is to have a place for everything, including the things you don't know what to do with. So I have something called my upstairs downstairs basket. At the end of the day, anything that I think should go somewhere upstairs, I take upstairs and I do that. And then in the morning when I come down, I find anything that's upstairs and needs to go downstairs. And I have a spot for that and a little routine I've built in, and all of those kinds of things have helped me a lot.
What did life look like before you had this?
It was honestly really hard. I mean, obviously, I've learned a lot of coping mechanisms since I wasn't diagnosed until I was like 41 years old. It didn't really exist when I was in school, although if it did, nobody would have questioned that I have ADHD. But it's taken a lot of the shame away. Instead of saying like, why do I suck? Why is this so easy for other people? I have learned to just say that's just not how my brain works. And it's really helped me have a better attitude towards developing the routines and knowing what kind of routines I can and can't set up. There are certain things I just will never be able to do, and so I stop pretending like I can, and I don't feel bad about myself that I can't, because again, I've really started to acknowledge the strengths and the weaknesses that come with it.
Awesome. Can you start a sentence with, looking back when I was at school, and just tell me a bit about that? Right?
Yeah, so when I was in middle school, I got talked successively from every teacher on every report card I ever got because it was just truly a challenge for me to sit down in a desk all day long and not say everything that was coming out of my mouth. I was very social. I was very into school, but obviously wasn't always doing it when I needed to. Again, you know, I don't know how things would have been different if I'd have known about that now, like I do now, but it was hard for me in school, and I've never forgotten that as a teacher, and that's why it's so important for me in my classroom to allow people to get up and move around, not force them to do sustained tasks for any longer than necessary, because I've really never forgotten what it's like to sit in school for 8 hours and feel like you're in a system that isn't built for you. And so I'm trying in small ways to make the system a little more accommodating for neurodivergent people.
So now drawing off your experience as a exceptional child and then an exceptional adult, then how has that inspired your Connect class?
I have a Connect class called Working Smarter, Not Harder, because that is my life goal. I don't know if it's driven by laziness or perfectionism or some combo of the two, but I'm all about finding the best, most efficient ways to get things done. So I have compiled a lot of resources over the years in my studies of myself and just being interested in the brain and how we work. And so I do have some resources available if you ever want to reach out to me. Last name Cornegay, Corn with a K, Ian then Gay at fultonschools.org. Make sure it's me and not my mom, Miss Cornegay in the front office. She's Lynn Cornegay. I'm Allison Cornegay. And I can send you that PowerPoint, and or you can stop by at any point, and I'd be happy to help out any way I can.
Hi, Miss Leftwich and Miss Watson. Are there any ways that the 8th grade character council could get service hours?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have just kind of a running tally of different programs and community partners that students can work with and get their service learning hours with. Our first up and coming is for kids, so students can bring in some wipes, some Clorox wipes, paper towels, toilet paper, and that would earn service points. They can do up to 25 points on that in order to add to their service learning hours. They could also do some events before school or after school, like community cleanup, especially around out here. I know that Miss Williams said she's got a running list of items that she needs 8th graders to help around the building with to earn service learning hours. We also have another community partner for next month coming up. It's Angels Among Us that we have coming up as well for students to bring in. It's another type of drive for another adoption / animal shelter that students can gain their service learning points with. And also in April we have we have so much stuff. In April we have the Fulton County Remembrance Coalition coming in, and they're actually going to build an installation here in our school that honors the victims of lynching, and students, 8th grade students, can create a digital profile of those victims in order to earn their service learning hours and also commemorate the lives that were lost to lynching. Other things that 8th grade students can do, they can also check in with their teachers to look for opportunities that they might have. I know for me, myself, I have this random pile in my classroom that I need students to help me sort through and just kind of put things away. So there's a number of things that 8th grade students can do to get involved. And then, of course, there's running things that they can do to get involved in the school throughout the school day with teachers, as well as their own programs after school.
That's what I was going to add, is that don't forget the community service that you already do, maybe with your churches, synagogues, mosques, things that you do with people in your family, for your family. Maybe you're, always bringing in groceries in for elderly people, or cut the grass, right. A lot of our students are in other organizations. Yes, like tutoring, beta, web leaders, all those things. We want to celebrate what you already do so you can keep at it.
Points.
Earning the points.
enter in those points in the
Yes.
service learning channel in your respective social studies teams, and keep checking that dashboard in order for you to gain check your totals. We're really hoping that all 400 8th grade students, 400 some odd 8th grade students can earn those points, because that's really the only way that we can reach our goal. Every 8th grade student matters in this. So we really need everyone to do all that they can to earn those points. Also, we're retroactively adding points
Yes,
too.
I was going to say that. If you did things even in the summer, but parents have reached out and asked, like, hey, my child did a lot of things over the summer. Can we count that? Yes, we know you didn't know about this, but this is really to recognize what you do and to make your service mean something. We want to be very clear about our messaging. Each service act that you do, the 125 acts per 400 students, is recognizing 5.5 million victims that necessarily weren't Jewish but were killed for things that they could not control, their identity, for being who they were. And so we want to respect them. That's what our Sister Daffodil Project is, obviously in commemorating what happened in the Holocaust with Jewish victims. But we want to represent and take the work from the book forward, that we are trying to, our services to commemorate their lives and to, keep that in remembrance. So please be clear about what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, too, we still have our day of service at the end of the year, in which it's kind of like a free-for-all day of service for 8th grade students to do their last push to get the rest of their points in. It's a day-long event where we'll have community partners joining us and hopefully parents coming in order to just push to get our 8th graders really doing good work for the community. We're hoping that maybe the mayor might show up on the day of service. We're hoping that we can really just leave. We're a little school, but we want a big pop rent, kind of our motto here. So we want to leave things better than we found them. So it's important to us that our 8th graders are getting involved, because this is kind of their duty as citizens to volunteer. So we're trying to teach you guys to be responsible citizens and kind of get your hands a little dirty, and do some good work for the community and your neighborhoods. So if there's anything maybe you guys want to work together with and get out in your community and neighborhood to do, or if you want to maybe create a group in order for you guys to all earn your points, it can be a group or collaborative process. We just want you guys earning those things.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
March 6th, device check-in in Compass. As we prepare for milestone testing, we need to ensure all laptops are updated, functioning properly, and have a DRC app installed. All students should bring their Fulton County Schools issued device and charger to school on Wednesday. Please run updates this week during Compass and be prepared for our device check March 6th. Reach out to Ms. Garner with any questions. Thank you.
Looking for a tutor? The National Honor Society is here to help. Sign up below to be matched with a free student tutor. Open at any grade kindergarten to 12th. Questions? Email this address or scan the QR code.
Join us on Tuesday, March 5th after school for Webbridge Jewish Club at our prom party. We are going to bake Hamantaschen. It ends at 5:15. Make sure your parents pick you up on time. Hope to see y'all.
Congratulations, Ms. Hood's 8th grade Chinese class. Student John Galloway has been recognized with the GCLE Georgia Chinese Language Educators 2024 School Year Star Student Award. Ms. Hood said, John is highly motivated in learning Chinese language and working hard to achieve a high level. Ms. Hood is very proud to be his Chinese teacher in all 3 middle school years.
Georgia's Walk and Ride to School Day will be held on Wednesday, March 13th. Students, please come around 7:55 and 8:25 and enjoy the walk and ride to school.
The Faith and Fun Club on March 7th on Thursday, 8:15 a.m. in Sandra Jones' room, 206. Everyone is welcome for speaker and Dunkin' Donuts. There will be stuffing eggs with candy for our candy egg hunt on March 21st. Please bring bags of candy.